Jai Bhagwan, Chapter 10. The cause of anger is the ego. When you do not forgive, you give vent to anger. Forgiveness reflects the goodness of the soul, and anger reflects one's weakness. When we hear, see, or experience anything disagreeable to us, we allow the ego to influence our intelligence. This in turn weakens our mental tenacity. This weakness also displays how much our inner being is being affected by the dark shadow of the ego. Once our inner being knows anger, then discretion is thrown to the winds. Intellect, fame, alertness, worship, sacrifice, detachment, and kindness are all destroyed with the onslaught of anger. When a man who is bestowed with good qualities allows anger to overpower him, all his goodness gets hidden and his spiritual downfall is predicted. Your anger affects not only your religious progress, but your social behavior also. Indulgence in anger is not appreciated in society. Overcome by anger and obsessed with ego, one who forgets to respect one's parents and elders to the extent of insulting them, neglects one's responsibility. This results in more sin. Anger makes one arrogant, which results in the neglect of one's duty, ultimately leading to more sin. Caught in this web of anger, one punishes one's own innocent wife and children, and when the anger subsides, he feels their pain and repents. Anger has no form. It begins its ascent from the navel and manifests itself in the eyes. When you experience anger, maintain silence and decide that you will not speak until you have chanted God's name a number of times. If by your own thought processes you can eliminate anger, then it is extremely credible. If you wish to be free of anger, think of the reasons for its advent. Anger is not invincible. By controlling thought and speech, one can win over anger. So, when anger is about to surface, it is then one should restrain one's speech. Never get angry with the person who has made you angry. When the opposite person behaves like fire, you should maintain the coolness of water. When Genesis took place and ages were to be allotted to all living beings, then the monkey was the first being to be summoned. God told him that he had been granted 30 years of life. When he heard this, the monkey became anxious and prayed that his term be reduced. God granted him 18 years. Then the donkey was called, and when he heard that he had been assigned 30 years, he complained, "I will be dead, carrying heavy burdens for such a long time." When the Lord heard this, he said, "You will have 18 years. The dog too requested God, and in similar fashion got 15 years on earth. But when the man was told about his 30 years, he became extremely distressed. So God said He was willing to give man the 12 years of monkey, 12 years of the donkey, and 15 years of the dog. Therefore, for the first 12 years, man behaves like a monkey. The next 12 years, he remains a donkey. Then he lives his own life. But the final years are like a dog's existence. Think over it. Whenever you get angry with someone, reflect on which stage he is traversing. Jai Gurudev.